Well, what we know from NBC News' Pete Williams, Scott, is that an administration official is confirming that an executive order has been drafted by the Departments of Justice and Homeland Security to temporarily stop separating children from the parents of people who are detained at the border. So a temporary stop to the detention of the children here under this executive order that's been drafted. Government officials familiar with the early draft say it would allow families to be detained together, but would not stop the so-called zero tolerance policy of charging people with a misdemeanor for entering illegally. So it looks like what's being contemplated here, and we don't know if this president is going to sign this particular draft of this particular executive order. The president is signaling that he's going to sign something today to keep families together. What's being contemplated in this draft that Pete Williams is being told about is the idea of allowing those families to be detained but kept together so that we don't see the horrific situation of children, small children, being separated from their families for indefinite periods of time. That can be very scary for the kids, very disheartening for the parents, and it looks like the White House is now walking that back. They had suggested earlier that only Congress could do something on this. Now it appears they're at least contemplating having the president sign an executive order that would do something that they had earlier suggested only Congress could do. Scott.
You want to give me, Eamon, your best guess on what you think the lasting political fallout of all of this is going to be a few months ahead of the midterms?
Boy, look, here you have a president doing a walkback, potentially, and this is not a president who does walkbacks. He usually specializes in doubling down on something. His instinct politically is to fight and dig in. The president here, if he does this, would not be fighting, not digging in. I think that's an indication of just how bad the politics were on this for the president. Is a number of Republican members who said that the president was simply wrong, that in fact he did have the authority to end this policy of separating children from their families. A number of former first ladies, for example, denouncing this policy. We had corporate executives, corporate leaders saying that it was cruel and un-American. That's just a bad constellation of people to have opposing you if you're a Republican president of the United States. Clearly, somebody in the White House, up to and including the president, is concerned about those politics going forward. How that all shakes out long term is unknown, but so fascinating are the roles of the different people here. Kirstjen Nielsen stepping up to be the president's face of this policy. Ivanka Trump, we're told, reportedly was opposed to this policy, said it looked bad, but we haven't heard anything from her publicly. I just saw Ivanka Trump walking in the West Wing past some of the pictures that they have up now on the wall of Kim Jong-un in the West Wing. Ivanka Trump not stopping, though, to talk to reporters to explain her take on this situation, but clearly very active here in the West Wing.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.